Okay, good morning, 10th class student. Let us complete our first chapter, that is Nationalism in Europe. I'm repeating the last line which we had marked, that is page number 19, part 4, page number 19, the making of Germany and Italy. In that we had completed the German unification. Okay, now the last line was, the new state placed a strong emphasis on modernizing the currency, banking, legal, and judicial systems in Germany. Full stop. Now you come to the next page, Italy unified. Italy unified, in bracket over there, write 1861. Page number 20. Leave 3 lines. First point, Italy was divided into 7 states. Put a dash, A. Sardinia Piedmont, again put a dash, ruled by Italian princely house. B. North was under Austrian Habsburg. C. Center was ruled by Pope. D. Southern regions were under Bourbon King of Spain. Full stop. This is all your 1 point, first point. Now you come to the next paragraph. Next point. Right over there, in 1830, Giuseppe Mazzini had, right over there, attempted unsuccessfully for a unitary Italian republic. He also, same line, he also formed a secret society called Young Italy for the dissemination of his goal. His, right over there, his revolutionary uprising, both in 1831 and 48, right over there, 1848, right over there, failed, full stop. Now you start from that line only, the next point. Now, this is your third point. Now, right over there, the responsibility fell on Sardinia Piedmont under the ruler King Victor Emmanuel II to unify Italian states. Come to the next page now, page number 21. Later, his, write this first. Now come to the first line. Later, his chief minister Cavour led the movement to unify the region. Leave 2 lines. Through a tactful diplomatic alliance with France, Sardinia Piedmont succeeded in defeating the Austrian forces in 1859. Next point, from there only, apart from the regular troops, large number of armed volunteers under the leadership of Giuseppe Garibaldi joined the right war. Phrase given, make it war. Joined the war, they marched into South Italy and right over there Sicily, Sicily, into South Italy and Sicily, right, and drove, D-R-O-V-E, drove. Now come to the next line, drove out the Spanish rulers. Full stop. In 1861, Victor Emmanuel II was proclaimed King of United Italy. Next point, however, Italian population, right over there, as Italian population was right, largely illiterate. They, write this, as Italian population was largely illiterate, they now you come to the next line, they remained blissfully unaware of the liberal nationalism, make it liberal nationalism, come to the next line, and believed that La Italia was Victor Emmanuel's wife, full stop. Next you come to the strange case of Britain. Come to page number 22, all of you. Page number 22, third line, encircle the word 18th century. Put a dash. Next line, British Isle. Put a dash again. Right over there, British Isle was inhabited by. Put a dash. English, Welsh, Scots, Irish. English, Welsh, Scots, Irish. Full stop. Right over there, among these. Come to the next line. English grew in wealth, importance and power. Next line, English Parliament. Next line again, this is your next point also. English Parliament seized power from monarchy in 1688 after, right over there, after a long right over there, after a long conflict. Next line, England. After England, right over there, became the center of nation state. Became the center. Center is given. Became the center of nation state. Same line, right over there, second point, and write the word Scotland. Scotland, subheading, this is a subheading, Scotland. The Act of Union 1707 between England and Scotland resulted in the formation of United Kingdom of Great Britain. Full stop. In effect, England. Same line, make it imposed its influence on Scotland. Next point, leave a line. Scotland's distinctive culture, political institutions were systematically suppressed. Full stop. Next point, Scottish Highlands suffered terrible repression whenever they attempted to assert their independence. Next point, the Scottish Highlanders were forbidden to speak their Gaelic language or wear their national dress. And right, many, same line, were forcibly driven out of their homeland. Full stop. This completes your Scotland. Now on the next paragraph, encircle the word Ireland. Ireland, right over there, was. First line only, divided between Catholics and Protestants. The English helped the Protestants to establish their dominance over a largely Catholic country. Catholic revolted, make it revolted, against British. Just make it Catholic revolts against British. Right over there, was suppressed. Was suppressed. After a failed revolt by Wolfton. Failed revolt by Wolfton, 1798, in bracket, Ireland was forcibly incorporated into United Kingdom in 1801. Now this completes your Ireland only. Now you have to write a conclusion for this point. That is, the new British nation was, right, formed with, come to the next line, symbols, put a dash, the British flag, Union Jack, the national anthem, God Save a Noble King, the English language were actively promoted, and the older nations survived only as subordinate partners in this union. Full stop. Next, visualizing the nation right over the 18th and 19th century. Come to the second line. Artist found, next line again, artist found a way to, right, to, to personify a nation. Personify a nation, same line, they represented a country as if it were a person, comma, portrayed as a female figure. Last line, thus, make it this is there, na, make it thus. Thus, female figure became an allegory to the nation. Now first you write over there France, subheading France. During the French Revolution, artists used female allegory to portray ideas such as liberty, justice and republic. Comma, attributes of liberty, put a dash, red cap and broken chain. Justice is generally blindfolded. Blindfolded women carrying a pair of weighing scales. Full stop. Next paragraph, second line. In France, she was christened Marian. Next line again. Her characteristics were, put a dash. Next line. The red cap, the tricolour, the cockade. Full stop. Statues of Marian were erected in public square to remind the public of national unity. Comma. Images were marked on coins and stamps also. Next, second subheading, right over there, Germany. Put a dash. Germania became the allegory of the German nation. Germania wears a crown of oak leaves, which, right over there, which stands for heroism. That's it. Now come to the last part, that is Nationalism and Imperialism. Page number 26, all of you. Right over there, 1875. By the end of 19th century, nationalism, right over there, was. Please be very, very careful with this because this is very, very important topic. By the end of 19th century, nationalism was no longer an. Come to the next line. Idealistic liberal democratic sentiment. Right, but. Leave a line. Nationalist group became increasingly intolerant of each other and ever ready to fight. Make it fight. Full stop. European powers manipulated the nationalist aspirations to further their own imperialistic aims. This is your first point. Now the second point. The most serious source of nationalistic tension in Europe after 1871 was the area called Balkans. Put a dash. Comprising, come to the next line, comprising modern day Romania, Bulgaria, Albania, Greece, Macedonia, Croatia, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Slovenia, Serbia, Montenegro. Again put a dash, whose inhabitants were known as Slavs. Full stop. Next point. A large part, same line, was under. Next line, Ottoman Empire. Full stop. Next point. Next line. With, see the word with. With the disintegration of Ottoman Empire, this region, right over there, became. This region became, same line continue, very explosive. Very explosive. Leave two lines. European nationalities broke away and declared. European nationalities, after leaving two lines, you can see this. European nationalities broke away and declared, right after declared their independence. Now leave the paragraph. Come to the next paragraph. As the Slavic nationalities struggled to attain, make it attain, right? Attain over there. To attain independence, same line, the Balkan area became an area of intense conflict as each state, right? Each state make it was fiercely jealous of other. It's given fiercely jealous of other and hoped to gain more territory at the expense of other. Next point, matters. Matters. Now write this line over there. Became worse when big powers. You have to write this line over there. Matters became worse when big powers then you leave 1 2 3 4 line. Big powers, Russia, Germany, England, Austria, Hungary. Write one line over there. Became keen on extending their control. Write this line. Became keen, K-E-E-N, on extending their control over the Balkans. Full stop. This led to a series of war and finally the First World War. Full stop. Next, conclusion. Nationalism, right over there, along with imperialism, led Europe to disaster in 1914. Meanwhile, many countries in the world, next line, began to oppose imperial domination. Full stop, make it thus. Thus, anti-imperial movement developed. Anti-imperial movements developed. Right over there. Nationalist, it's given over there. Nationalist struggled. Now you write for independence. Nationalists struggled for independence, comma, same line, you have to write they were inspired by the sense of collective unity, comma, they were inspired by the sense of collective unity while confronting is there na, confrontation is there na, make it confronting. While confronting with the imperialist, they were inspired by the sense of collective unity while confronting with the imperialist, make it imperialist. Write but, same line, ideas of nationalism had specific variety and was different from European nationalism. Full stop, children. This completes your first chapter, that is nationalism in Europe. Okay, now we are going to take the next chapter, that is nationalism in India. Okay, so please maintain your copy, keep everything. If by chance you have missed out anything, you can always refer to the book and complete your work. Is that clear? Okay, thank you.